Hello, welcome back to Sharing Our Differences. Again, my name's Brianna. Yeah, excuse me if I look a little tired. It has been really rough. um, Fortunately, last night, I wasn't expecting to have a night nurse, and if you hear sounds in the background, Ezra just woke up from his nap, and he's kind of a little energetic now. So I apologize if you hear him in the back. I'm not even sure why he's up yet. So, yeah. But again, so last night I wasn't expecting to have a night nurse, but I got really fortunate, and one of the nurses decided to pick up the shift. So that was awesome. Not so awesome was that I got a call around midnight saying that today's day nurse was not going to be able to make it in. So that was a bummer, major bummer. I usually take off Thursdays to try and get done things during the week that I can't between Kendrick and Ezra. As you may have heard in my last video, I'm a widow, so I'm a single mom. It's just me and my two boys. My parents help a lot still, but for the most part in the daytime, it's just me and the boys and whatever nurses, he's supposed to have a nurse that does 11 to 7 at night and 7 to 5 in the daytime. They go to school with him and bring him back home. At least they're supposed to. So today, there's no day nurse. So what that means is I'm not able to get done some of the chores and errands that I wanted to do. But that's fine. I will find a way to make those up. And unfortunately, I was not able to take Ezzy to school. Now, Ezra does get his PTOT speech at school. So the fact that he's not able to make it in today is disappointing. But hopefully he'll be able to make it in tomorrow. I already took Kendrick into school earlier. He doesn't ride the bus. Ezra does ride the bus, normally with the nurse. Kendrick doesn't ride the bus. I drop him off in the mornings if I'm home. So today, again, I'm not going to be able to get much done, but one of the things that I did want to do is to just kind of show you guys some of Ezra's supplies when they come in. So he gets supplies for both everything respiratory wise, trach supplies, vent supplies, that sort of thing. And then from another company, he gets everything for his feeds. So yeah, if you guys like, actually, how about I go ahead and I will show you Ez real quick. Ezra. Hey, bud. You awake? Are you awake from your nap? Ezzy, where's your HME? Huh? Where's your HME? So this is Ezra's HME, short for heat moisture exchange. He uses this in the daytime when he is not on his vent. And also his trach, if you see this dangling, so Ezra likes to chew. Normally there would be a cuff there, but Ezra likes to chew those things off no matter how much mommy tries to tape it down. And he actually does have an order for a cuffless trach that he does pretty well with. But we just haven't had any of those in. I think they may be on back order. And it's okay because he's due for a trach change later today. Anyway, hi. Yes, you say hi. Stop kicking me. So, yeah. So, as you say hi to everyone. Did you say hello, everybody? Yeah, so he's going to get a trach change later today. Let me know in the comments if you want me to record his next trach change. I usually do those about once a week. Well, not about. I usually do those once a week. Sometimes I might roll over into like day 9 instead of day 7, but that's okay. You got sniffles. You have to sneeze. All right. Well, tell everybody bye. Okay. Tell him, yeah. Can you wave and say bye? He's like, no, I want to see my TV and you're standing in the way, mommy. You gave kisses though. Well, that was very sweet of you. Thank you for the kisses. Yes. Thank you for the kisses. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and go now. And next thing you see should be the unpack that we're going to do. All right. As you're saying bye-bye. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Like this, I'll bet what's in here probably could have fit in like a bubble mailer or something like that. But it's good. It's okay. So let's see. Yep. Look at this. Look at all the, it's still coming. Yeah, look at all that. All that wasted space. But Kendrick will like to play with it later. So it's okay. He'll probably pop it and give us all a heart attack or something when he pops it in the middle of the night. All right. So, okay, maybe this one wouldn't have fit in a bubble mailer, but it definitely should have fit in a smaller box. So these are the tubes that go on Ezzy's ventilator. So this gets changed every week. So we should have 4 of those for a month's supply. And here is that 4. So that's cool. Let's see. So kiddos that have trachs have a tendency to get a lot of secretions because the area is more dry. It's not like, you know, we have for people who don't have trachs, if a closed airway, or it's through our mouth and our nose. That air that comes directly in will be more dry, and so it'll have like a lot of thicker secretions. So you use, he gets an 8 French. So you use these little, ooh, my nails look horrible. I am sorry if you saw that. But they use these little suction catheters, and you hook it up to your suction machine, and you just put it down, swirl it around a little bit, pull it out. Yeah. So he gets 2 of these a day. And he's got a ton of those. So I'm expecting this to be a supply. I don't know where the pack slip is, but I'm expecting this. He should get 60. Put it that way. He should get 30 days worth. 2 a day, 60. So, boop. Those. Okay. So he's got a few more of his 8 French suction catheters. Put those to the side. Okay. He's got a bunch of sterile waters for inhalation. So what I use this mostly for is with his suction catheters, because he only gets 2 a day. A lot of time I'll have to reuse it. So when I clear the suction catheter, I make sure that I only use sterile water to clear it. Okay. Oh wow, we didn't get much at all in this one. Okay, so here, this is his neb unit for his nebulizer. Excuse me. Can you see that? Ezra he does albuterol nebs, and unlike, you know, holding it up through his mouth, he doesn't do that. So trach vent kids can do it one of 2 ways. There's either a connection. Oh, let me open this up and show you. Okay. So there's one way. This way is by your mouth. Can you see that better now? This they would bite down onto, and then get have the neb running, and then they would breathe in, take the air in through their mouth that way. That's not as, because he has a trach. So we just set this to the side. It won't get used. Then there's this little T-shaped adapter. You see here? So what would happen is that part screws on. I'm just using this. Oh my goodness. And then there's the cord. Okay. And then the other end of this you will put onto your neb machine. So with this T-shaped adapter, if you're on the vent, you can pull the hose apart and then connect both ends of the hose for the vent back together. I'm not going to use this on him, so don't worry about like her hands are all over it. I'm not using this. This isn't what Ezzy uses anymore. So you would put both sides back on, run it, and that way the neb would go fully through the hose directly into his trach while he's on the vent. So that's how that works. The other way, which they never give me any extras. I have to keep washing the ones that I have. They never include them. The other way that Ezra does is you take this, and let me see if there's any in here. Nope. Okay. So you have to use your imaginations with me, okay? So you take this, and on here, there's a little, imagine like a little shell. Like a little shell that's just like a C-shaped shell. That was hard. You pop that on top, and it has a little tie that connects from end to end. You put that over his head, and the shell, and you plug this up to the shell. And now all of the mist from the nebulizer is coming up, and the shell is cupping it and directing it directly into his trach. And that's for kids who can tolerate being off the ventilator for a while, which Ezzy can. Ezzy can tolerate being off the ventilator for a while. He is only on it when he's going into a deep sleep. That's because he gets a little bit apneic. He gets sleep apnea sometimes. And or when he's really sick, like if he's got a bad cold or a pneumonia or something like that. And he's having trouble keeping his oxygen saturation levels up. So we've got 2 boxes of large gloves. Okay. Getting close towards the end. Let's see. Got a few more things here. This is I always just call it the swivel. You can see here. So this part, when you're on the ventilator, you have the hose that came in, right? You have your end of your hose that connects to the kiddo, goes through here. So this part would go directly on their trach. This part can expand, collapse and expand, and it's flexible. And there's a little adapter piece. Is that better? I don't know. There's a little adapter piece that connects the swivel portion to the hose, and that piece, I don't know why they send it with all this big old book. You see, you don't need this big book. What you need is this little piece right there. See that tiny piece? That tiny piece, I call it a skirt because the way it was explained to me. This little piece, the good thing about it is, if you see how it gets kind of big around that part there, that's so when they exhale out, the air that they exhale out actually filters through that little portion that I call a skirt. So this thing here gets pushed up into this piece here, and this bottom tube on it slides into there. So it's 1, 2, 3, and that's the connection. Simple enough box machine. And pretty much what it does is it does exactly that. It tells you what his pulse is, and it tells you what his oxygen saturation level are. Because as he's still tiny, he uses these on his toes. I can't put these on his fingers because he will pull it right off. He already tries to fight with his toes, but if you put it on and then put a sock on it, he's usually okay. So that should be all right. Let's see. And again, he really only uses this at night when on the vent, or if he's not feeling well. Ezra's Mickey button. Let me make sure it's the right size. Yep, 12 French, 1.5 feet, peed. This is his Mickey button. It's all in here. I'm not going to bother going through everything today with this because this is more feed related. And today's unboxing, we did mostly respiratory. So if you want me to explain how that all works out, what a Mickey button is, why is it called a Mickey button? No, it doesn't have anything to do with Disney. If you want me to explain all that to you, let me know in the comments and I can do that in another video. It is getting super late. Both of the kids are home. They are actually laying out in the living room. Ezzy is watching his cartoons, and Kendrick is playing a video game on his computer, like an 8-year-old little boy, probably Roblox. But thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I will absolutely respond to all your comments. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.